like to say welcome to what is this, episode six?
Six.
Six, 3 weeks later.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Six.
welcome to episode six. I'd like to say my first statement. Fuck Cuomo. That's how I want to start this.
It is funny because we,
That's
we
how
we
I want to
have
start it.
brought that up before too.
Yep. And
We've
I
definitely brought
really
that
hope
up.
I hope my government agent is listening. I hope he's listening real good. I am gonna throw this out there. If what I'm about to talk about does happen, I'm gonna go to that motherfucker's house. I'm gonna find out where he lives, and I'm just gonna stand outside. I'm not gonna do anything, okay? I'm not threatening him, but I am gonna show up at his fucking house. And what I mean by that is a couple of months ago, I had an issue with oh, you know what? Fuck it. I'll share with everybody. I am a food stamp recipient. Um, I had an issue when I renewed my food stamps for the year. They told me that I had to be out there physically looking for a job or working a job to get food stamps under the new New York State law. So then
Right.
I tried to
Okay.
explain to them that I mean, I guess I don't know, in like terrible terms, I guess you would say like I'm kind of a nanny. I'm like a built-in nanny. I take care of an 11-year-old when it comes to helping him with homework or making sure that he's like staying on track of like eating proper times, going to bed, waking up, all that, everything basically. And my response from the lady on the phone was, "Where's his parents?"
Oh.
And my first response was going to be like, "None of your fucking business," is what I was going to say. But what I told her, I was like, well, who he calls mom, who his legal guardian is, she is a home health aide, and her hours differ. And who he calls dad, is a chef at a college. I won't name the college, but he is a head chef at a college, and his hours differ. And sometimes they are, they're not on the same schedule all the time. Their hours change every single day, sometimes last minute. So I am the one that needs to be home, to take care of him. And she was like, "Oh, well, what about during the day when he's at school?" uh, well, he's at
What?
school, but what if he gets sick or he needs to come home? Because I don't know if she knows about schools, but in school now, if you cough, they send you home. They just don't want to hear kids coughing in school. So they're like, "Nope, you got to go home," because they can't give them cough drops. They can't give them any like medicine of any kind. It's just go home. So basically what it sounds like is she wants me to go get a job and then lose my job because this kid has to come home from school and I have to leave my job to be home, and no job's gonna be like, "Yeah, no, that's cool, bro. You just got here. You got 8 hours left in your shift. Yeah, go home. No problem." No job's gonna do that. So I explained to her that he is in remission from leukemia, but I mean technically he will always have that forever. So I know how to take care of him like medicine wise. If he needs to take any shots or whatever, I know the precautions. Um, So basically, she was like, "Well, that's not really a job," and I'm like, "Well, I'm technically I would be a caretaker in some sorts or child care," and she was like, "Well, that doesn't really count as a job." I'm like, "Well, the agreement we had when I moved in was I would do this, and in return, I would have my bills would be I wouldn't have any bills. It would take care of my rent and all those kind of fees, and I get food stamps to help take care of the grocery portion of what I need to eat." So she was like, "Well, that's not a job." And I'm like, "Well, in the paper, it states that I have to work 20 hours a week, equivalent to 80 hours, but it says I do not have to get paid money. It says I have to be paid in return for goods or services or money. Technically,
I'm providing a
I,
service.
I'm providing a service for a skill or a trade that I'm offering. I'm getting paid in return somehow, and you weren't specific, so why do I must be specific now?" Okay, so now my big part of this is everything has been postponed until good old Corona is gone.
Right. Right.
Now, now they're saying that, well, not they. I'm sorry. Let me backtrack. Cuomo is stating that kids going to school is an old way of thinking, an old way of learning. So I went from a nanny slash child care caretaker. I went from that to now a homeschool teacher. I'm still not getting paid for it. I mean, they take care of me. If I need something and like I don't have any money, they're like, "Hey, what do you need? We'll try to help you." But I'm not getting paid from the state. I'm not getting paid from Cuomo's pockets. I'm not getting paid anything. But I'm assuming a real job role that got pushed upon me. Now, if this continues and we're getting rid of old school way of thinking and moving into the new school of no school, now that becomes I have to become the teacher. Do I get a teacher's salary?
I would assume, me, I'd say yes.
I mean,
I mean,
at the very least, okay? At the very least,
right,
if I'm not getting a teacher's salary, does that now mean I'm officially working a real considered job to these people?
right,
Would that qualify? I'm a home teacher. That is a job.
right.
So, like, I have so many thoughts and questions, and there was somebody on my Facebook that I still haven't deleted yet. You know who I'm talking about. He posted that, I guess, this past week, Cuomo has changed 262 laws, or created or changed roughly 252, 262 laws within 55 days. And I can't find a list online at all what these laws and shit are. But apparently, I know one of them is vaping, which is another issue because this asshole couldn't change vaping a few months ago when he tried. So now he's like, yeah, no, cool, you can vape any flavor you want, but guess what? It can't have nicotine in it. Not only can it not have nicotine in the vape juice, which is why a lot of smokers are quitting smoking because they're moving to vaping because of their nicotine is in the juice. You can't buy nicotine separately at vape shops to mix into your own juice so you get the nicotine fix. And you cannot buy nicotine at pharmacies or grocery stores anymore over the counter. But why can't I go to the store right now and buy a peach Philly fucking blunt? Shit doesn't make sense to me.
Right.
Those are only two of the things I know about, is the vaping and this proposed school bullshit. This dude is honestly really starting to piss me off, and I don't even know everything. These are only two things that I know of.
Right.
That this dude has got me skyrocketing, like my blood pressure, like boom, through the damn roof.
Yeah.
So yeah, I kind of want to take a trip to this dude's house. Stand outside, wearing a mask, standing 6 feet away. Just stand there, silently protesting.
Just staring menacingly.
Yeah. Yep. No sign, no reason to be there. I'm just standing there. Yep. That's the only way I can think of saying anything without getting in trouble, because I don't even know what I would do. I mean, I wouldn't attack the guy. I just really hope he catches corona and like somebody has to take over for him. Like, I don't know. I don't want to wish death upon the guy, but I want him out of office. That's what I want. I want this guy gone.
Well, I mean, New York State won't ever really see that change because New York City keeps voting the motherfucker in the office.
Yeah, and I don't really know why. I mean, I do, like, I guess business owners and stuff, like, they would side with him, but like, you would figure there's enough people that don't own businesses that can see what this guy is doing and be like, you know what? Maybe it's time that we don't have him in office.
Right, right.
Why isn't there a limit? There's a limit on my president. Why isn't there a limit on him?
Right. Actually, there needs to be a limit on a lot of people who serve for the state, or just any government office, really. There should be term limits.
I agree. I 100% agree. My other question is, I don't know, maybe you can put some insight on this. Maybe you can steer me in a better direction. But from what I know, from what I've seen, things are getting better. I don't hear us getting worse. But why all of a sudden now are they saying that in Rochester, at least, everybody is going to be getting a free mask mailed to their house? Every adult, or, well, I'm sorry, maybe it was an adult, maybe I'm misquoting.
Every household.
Every household, or every person in every household would get a mask. Now I'm hearing it's a specific number. I've heard it's probably going to go to the inner city first because lovely over there. loves her inner city. But regardless, why are masks being mandated now to be sent to people's houses? I know it couldn't happen in the beginning because, the issues of we don't have masks or people were hoarding masks, whatever. But why are they now like being sent out if we're not getting any worse than we were? Or it doesn't seem like we're getting worse than we were.
Um, and that's a good question because the way I understand it is, the and well, actually, I'll touch on this point after. Um, I have not heard that at least the Rochester area is getting any worse. I haven't heard that it's getting any better, but there is good news coming out that there are less people that are being sent for testing.
Okay.
But that still doesn't that doesn't account for those who have tested positive or negative. Like it's not correlated, or it doesn't support any information regarding that.
Right.
But there are less people apparently that are being tested. So I guess in a way that's good news. And so I think that's what it's referring to. Now, my thing is, and here's where I'm kind of confused on when it comes to people having masks or getting masks. Um, you know, it's done in person by someone managing, or by like someone kind of like overseeing, like, okay, is this person walking in with like mysteriously moist hands and touching shit, you know what I mean? Like that like when you would think about it, it's like, they're either prepackaged on a shelf or a box or something. Like it's in a safely managed container or whatever. Now you have lovely Warren. She's a
So
fucking
lovely.
moron.
So
um
lovely.
So we have Mayor Warren mailing out masks to residents. In theory, that's cool. You're actually starting to give a shit about the city for once. Okay, that's cool. Here's my problem. I'm going to receive this random ass package, handled and touched by who knows who, or who knows what.
Some ball hair on it.
Like, who's to say that the shit that you're sending out isn't already contaminated?
Yeah.
You mean to tell me you expect me to accept a random box from you, and I didn't sign up for it? I didn't speak to nobody about it. I didn't oversee any production. Like, I don't know what you guys fucking did to these masks. I'm not taking it.
Yeah.
Like, me personally, I like no. So you're gonna sit here and preach about social distancing and doing this and that and the third, but then you're going to mysteriously send everyone in the city these random ass boxes of masks. No, you can go fuck yourself. No, no thanks, no thanks. I'll stick to the masks that I have, that I knew where they came from, that have worked out. Sorry, I mean, maybe. I mean, and this could be just me overthinking it, but I mean, if you're gonna preach one thing and then do the other, that's hypocritical. And so I'm sorry. I'm not. I'm not.
Lovely Warren being hypocritical? No,
Yeah, right.
Hector.
No shit, right? Oh
No.
my god, what a
You mean like
fucking
when
joke.
somebody gets shot in the hood, we shouldn't have 200 people at a sigil?
Yeah, yeah. It's okay for them to do it, but then you're going to deny the family of 20 who want to
Uh,
go, mourn someone at a funeral home. You're gonna turn them away from it.
yeah.
Oh, fucking joke, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. I
Jesus.
don't I don't I don't disagree with that. There's there's very questionable things being presented, being talked about, and I'm just like, who's in charge? Who's running shit? Let me speak to them. I want to understand. Do they have corona? Do they have brain corona? Speaking of After Effects and other body parts, I seen your post on Facebook. I'm going to bring it up because I thought this was hilarious. The post of China now saying that men who have recovered from corona are now
Oh,
being tested, and they're apparently getting traces of corona in their semen.
Yes.
So, on a technicality, you're now stating that the coronavirus, I'm assuming they would assume it's mutated now to a possible sexually transmitted disease.
So
So you're telling me
we
an
all got
upper
AIDS.
respiratory infection like disease is now an STD?
Or an STV now.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know what it is anymore,
Or
dude.
an
It came
STI.
from
Sorry, STI.
someone eating a bat to the animal carrying it. Now it's an STD. Who's out there fucking bats? Okay, that's my question.
I, I would say fucking bats though.
No, no. From point A to point
Come
B,
get it,
who's out there
Dracula.
who's out there fucking a bat? Okay, who's out there fucking a bat? And what dark black market do I need to get a hold of somebody for this?
It's gonna show up on Pornhub.
I'm telling you, man. Give me that next stimulus check, dude. I'll be the first one signing up. I want to get the fresh pick of bats.
Hashtag Batcocks.
Oh god.
It's gonna be somebody dressed up in a really shitty ass bat cosplay.
It's gonna be like a low budget Family Dollar, like half cocked, ripped apart Batman outfit.
with the little like Arlene's costume like black wings that you can buy.
I'm Batman. I mean, I'm Batcock.
I'm Batcock.
Have you seen Robin? Where's Robin? Like, dude, I don't. Oh,
Said
man.
Robin that cradle.
Oh, man.
And it's a scene where it's like the babysitter and the daughter.
Jesus. I saw this really funny. Now that you speak of that, I need to brighten it up for a second. I seen this
Okay.
funny TikTok a few weeks ago. I haven't brought it up because it slipped my mind, but now you remind me of it. It's a TikTok of like people in a like a big meeting room, and it's two dudes, and they're thinking of a storyline for a porno, and
Okay.
they were like, "All right, what if this guy comes home and finds his wife fucking the mailman," and he was like, "Oh, and the mailman's her brother," and he was like,
Wait, hold
"No."
on. Wait. Whose brother? Oh, it's her brother. Okay, got it.
Yeah, they're just like riffing ideas, and he's like, "Yeah, and the mailman's her brother," and he was like, "Okay, or it's just the mailman." "Oh, but they're secretly related and they didn't know about it, and they find out at the end." And he was like, "No." He's like, "All right, check this out. What if you come home and find that your husband's fucking the nanny, and the nanny's his sister?" And he was like, "No. Why are they related?" And he's like, "Why aren't they related?"
Well, why aren't they?
Well, because apparently I seen that like one of the top, I guess you can go to Google and you can find it. Not only are people spending stimulus checks on sex toys, which is funny, it's one of the most bought thing right now during the coronavirus, but also the most topped, one of the top searched porn categories is taboo relation incest porn. So
I've been wondering why I've been seeing a lot of like comments on TikTok being like, "But it's her brother," or
yeah,
like,
yeah.
your stepsister looks great."
What are you doing, step bro?
Or yeah, like that. Like I've seen so many of those, and I'm like, what is that? What, like, am I
Yeah.
missing something?
You didn't miss much.
Oh God.
man. By the way, Mr.
Yes.
Mr. from Puerto Rico, Mr. 305, have you looked outside yet? Do you see what's going on? Because I'm sitting on my porch, and boy, I feel like it's a week before Christmas.
Yep. Trust me. I know about it already. All the Facebook weather experts have told me.
Oh God. Yeah. So okay. So here's all right. I've been a bad boy. I've been shopping a lot lately. I've been going to grocery stores. So
Okay.
today we went to the Irondequoit Tops, which, by the way, if you ever been there, it is the ghetto. Like, they here in this house, they love going to the Tops because there's other stuff there that they carry that normal Tops wouldn't carry because of the area. There's special other spices and stuff that you can find there. Well, we go there, and I fucking hate this Tops, but we go there, and Tops specifically has an exit and an enter. If you park at one end of the store, that store is only an exit or an enter, depending on what it says. So now when you go in there, there's no shopping carts. There is no shopping carts. So people are coming out of the store with armfuls of groceries that aren't bagged. There's no shopping cart to carry your stuff. So I made a funny, I guess, semi-educated guess. I was like, you know what? Here's the next conspiracy theory. With the way weather's going, the government is controlling the weather because Corona dies in the heat, apparently. So they want to keep it cold, so we can't get rid of the coronavirus. And we're having food shortages, so now they're forcing us to not have shopping carts in stores, so you only come here to do your essential shopping and not overshop. That could totally be a possible idea. That was just my,
It doesn't sound far off.
That was my, like, conspiracy theory that I was like, haha, I'm gonna make this up in my mind and speak it out loud to a few people because I think it's funny. But sitting there looking, I'm like, man, people are honestly really just getting pissed off about a shopping cart. It's so crazy.
It's not far from like a bad like idea. Like thinking about it, I'm like, I can see that.
Well, I've noticed, I guess Wegmans, I don't know of any other store yet, but Wegmans has added like a couple hundred of new items to their limited buy list, where you are limited on like crushed tomatoes in cans. Like, you are limited on so much shit at Wegmans now. Now, I normally don't shop at Wegmans. Not that there's anything wrong with Wegmans. I hate the people that shop at Wegmans. I hate most people that I've encountered. Most people that I've encountered that only specifically will only shop at Wegmans are usually the stuck-up, snooty, fucking I'm better than you people. So I don't like to go to Wegmans because I don't like to be judged when I'm going to a goddamn grocery store.
Yeah.
I like to grab my groceries that are on sale no matter what store they're at and then get the fuck out. But I've noticed that Wegmans has been doing it. Tops hasn't really been doing it as much because, like, I've been to 2 Tops this week. The one today in Irondequoit, and I went to one yesterday to go shop for Grandma. But they have deals on, like, soda and Gatorade, like 10 for 10s, and they have deals. And I don't really see a lot of deals at Wegmans or, you know, a few other stores. I haven't really seen deals like we normally see.
Right, not like normal.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. Running out of food. That's okay. I live off Hot Pockets. That shit's processed. Just don't tell me what the fuck it is. But I'll be good. I don't want to know what's in it, but I'm gonna keep eating that shit. So I'll be good. I'm not gonna be no vegetarian. It ain't happening.
Horse ass and dog lip.
Yo, shut up. I said don't tell me what's in it.
I don't know what the fuck's in it.
Well, then good. But
horse
yeah,
lips.
I mean, I don't know. This shit's crazy, man. Like, I get people are pissed off. I want businesses to reopen, but I want them to reopen in a smart, orderly fashion. I don't care about essential shit anymore. That's whatever. I don't care if nail salons aren't essential to someone else. I don't give a shit.
God.
Open up businesses. But how about this should have been done from the very beginning. Face masks. A must guarantee to walk into any fucking building, period. I don't care who you are. I don't care what's going on. You must have a face mask.
Right. Have as much business as you want, but under the requirement that you come in with a mask.
Yes. Must have face mask. Must stay around 6 feet away from each other. Stick to those guidelines. Put hand sanitizer and wipes for carts and for customers. Force them to use it. Is that going against our so-called God-given right or our amendments? Sure.
Constitutional right.
I don't fucking care about your rights. I don't give a shit. Your rights were not written with this pandemic in mind. Whether this may be all false or 100% true, or this could be the goddamn end of the world, we know that what we're doing is curving it a little bit. It's slowing it down, and we're trying to figure out what's going on, but we're getting better answers this way safely. So open up every goddamn business, but that doesn't mean you and your entire neighborhood rush to the fucking beach and hang out and drink a 12 pack of Corona with your entire street hanging out. Don't do that. Don't do that shit.
Right.
Safely, smartly, go to your stores, get what you need to do. I don't care if you're looking at a big screen fucking TV. Do it with a mask on your face.
Right.
Period. Just be safe. That's all it is. And we could have businesses open. Things could be flowing. We're on a food shortages. Farmers are throwing food out. What the hell? What is going on, dude? Who is running this country? And I'm not even directing that towards Trump. I mean everybody that is up in the Congress, in Senate, in the presidency, vice president. Who the fuck is running this country?
Right.
Is that where Kim Jong-un went to? Did he come here? Is he running this shit? Like, I don't... Oh, dude, common sense. And I swear to God, if I see Grandma at the store one more time with half a mask on, just hanging off her ear, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Just like you talked about yesterday on the meeting.
I'm gonna lose my shit. If you look like you're gonna fall over if a light breeze comes your way, you probably need to have someone do your shopping for you.
Right.
Coronavirus or not. You shouldn't be behind a wheel of a car. You shouldn't even be able to fucking push a goddamn shopping cart. Your ass needs to stay home and do some Zoom bingo.
Some Zoom bingo. Some online bingo with the rest of your old wrinkly folks home friends.
And then before we had, I guess people would call this shitty weather. I like that it's snowing, so I'll go with the general masses. Before we had this shitty weather, I made sure I went to Grandma's house and I mowed her lawn. And yesterday I was at her house for like 3-4 hours, and I cleaned out her entire garage for her, rearranged it, made it all nice for winter. Or, I'm sorry, for summer. See? I made it all nice for summer. I rearranged her setup and everything. And, she paid me in cash. And she was like, oh, I got to go back to the bank sometime next week. Now, okay, I don't know if it's just her or her generation, but I love how, I guess people would say us millennials or the Generation Z under us.
Yeah.
We are totally okay with digital. Like Kevin's merchandise, I paid him $25 through PayPal straight to his account.
Right.
I didn't have to go to a bank. I didn't have to be inconvenient, take out money, possibly get people sick, get myself sick, go to his house, drop it off. We are okay with doing digital transfers. Like, it is like breathing. It is our second nature.
Right. Right.
And maybe that's why old people are catching this shit. I don't know. They really must go to the bank and buy a roll of nickels or something. I don't understand. Some of this stuff is not as important, man.
A roll of nickels.
I love how our generation is like, oh, we shouldn't be doing that? Okay, cool, no problem. Here's $20 PayPal. Like, we're paying each other this way. Like,
or like the Facebook Pay, where we just send you money over Facebook.
Facebook Pay, Apple Pay,
Venmo,
Cash. Well, not Cash App.
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans, yeah. But I mean, we're finding ways to still transfer money between each other, being safe, and it's second nature to us.
Yeah.
We can't go to the movies. Cool. We get, the newest movie in a couple of weeks on Vudu or digital copy, or we don't have to go to a store to buy a disc.
Right. We can order it one time or buy it permanently.
Right. Man, I love my generation so much, dude. We know how to get shit done. Like, yeah, if the internet crashes, we're fucked. But until that happens, let's enjoy technology.
Our generation fell between I'd say a pretty perfect time, because we have the power of the internet, and we
Yep.
know its uses, and we know how to navigate and survive with it. If it goes
Yep.
down, we still know that we know how to use a DVD player or a VCR if you still have it. Like, there are still means of entertainment, or means of kind of just dealing with the day to day, if that were to go down for any reason. Like, we're the best of both worlds. We literally understand both sides, and we adjust and adapt well with the two of them. You give a Generation Z, a Gen Zer, you give them, just give them a flip phone. Like, here, this is what you're going to be using. They
What
don't
you mean
know.
I can't play Fortnite on this?
Yeah, what, like, they don't know what the hell they're going to do with themselves, because they've been so accustomed to such a new age access to communication and entertainment, and then you have the old folks that are like, "Oh my God, this is a fucking digital calculator. What am I doing with this?" Like they don't know they don't know what to do with it. So, like, you have those two extremes, but then you have the millennials right in the very center that understands both.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've met older generations that will look at a digital clock and still ask what time it is. They need to look at an analog clock. Like, they can't look at the digital clock and be like, "Oh, that's what time it is." No, they need to see a different clock that is familiar to them for them to trust the time.
Oh, numbers next to each other, so hard. So
Those are
hard to
lies.
read.
Those are lies. Those aren't real numbers. They're not in the right space. Ah, man. Yes. I don't know, man. These are just my what grinds my gears, that I'm just getting out the past couple of weeks that we haven't been able to do this.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, and of course there really isn't any particular end in sight. Now, I mean, there's still some silver linings, like you said. Like, some places are slowly, and I mean slowly, opening back up, which is good. A
Yeah.
friend of mine just told me about how they were trying to say, "Oh, our numbers are so low, with new testing and within the coronavirus and blah blah blah, that a lot of them were going to be furloughed without pay. So, they're going to be sent home." And then they sent another letter out saying that, I guess because of conditions improving, that they're not actually furloughing anybody, that everyone's going to be able to kind of maintain their employment. So, I mean, there are some good things that are coming out of it, but I think if they started processing, like, slow reopenings of everything, especially when it comes to your, like hair salons and nail salons and other shops and businesses, and, like, if they start doing little by little by little, with, like, minimal workforce, and, give it like a month's time between every, like, next phase, or even make it longer, even make it 2 months, like, just, like, phase it after a certain amount of time, just so you can monitor, okay, so with all these places closed and nobody working, these are the numbers. Okay, we opened it slowly. Now, in 2 months, what do our numbers look like? Is
Right.
it higher or lower? Does it stay the same? If it stays the same, okay, continue to work under those particular constraints. And if the
Yep.
numbers go down, or if it improves for any reason, then, okay, so now we're going to move into the next phase. We're going to start opening things back up a little bit more. Okay, start bringing more of the workforce back into the workplace. And then again, 2 months out, figure out what your numbers are like, and continue to kind of build upon those. I mean, because it allows you, and that's why I mentioned, like, a month, because yes, it's going to be crazy to constantly get every month, numbers, and or, record data, but with that kind of consistency, you get a better idea, like, how things are playing out. You'll be able to project.
And I'm gonna be the first one. Well, maybe not the first one, but I'm gonna be the first one recorded in my inner circle to say this. We're probably gonna have to deal with this again next year. So we're probably gonna be in the same boat next year, and we're gonna have to take things slowly. So even if we open everything up by like, let's say Christmas, holiday season, businesses make their holiday money and shit. We're probably gonna have to start slowing back down around, springtime next year,
Yeah, I was gonna
and
say probably
we're gonna
February.
have to we're gonna have to recalculate this stuff again and say, okay, essential shit only. Like, let's see how this works. It's probably going to happen, and I know everyone's going to complain, but if that's what it takes, that's what it takes. This is going to be something new, like like the common cold, like the flu. It's going to be something that we're not necessarily aware of. I heard apparently they might have some vaccines, and I seen some bullshit propaganda that some state was going to force everybody in the state to take this vaccine, and that's not going to happen. People are talking about like chips getting embedded into our skin,
Bill Gates is the devil.
all this dumb shit. Man, I love my Xbox. I'll tell you that much. But I mean, none of this is honestly going to happen where everything is going to be forced upon. You still have your human rights. You still have the right to refuse.
Right.
Now, are there going to be issues? Probably, if it gets that far, but we'll work on it when it gets there. I don't think anyone in charge is going to be like, yeah, no, that's cool. Death or take the chip. It's not going to come to that.
Right.
That's not going to happen. I know we hear about it in sci-fi movies and shit and whatever, and we're like, oh, that's what the government's eventually going to do. The NWO is going to take over. Stop, man. That shit's not going to happen. We all wanted a real pandemic where we had fucking zombies. Guess what? We had people buying goddamn toilet paper.
Like zombies.
Stop. Man. People are stupid.
And this is reality, unfortunately.
It's so dumb. I don't get it. I really don't. I don't understand. I don't understand people.
Yeah, and conspiracy theorists are becoming so much more emboldened now. Oh, well, I saw this documentary called Plandemic and blah, 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 blah. And, like, oh, okay. How, like, the amount of... And the thing is, like, for me, I don't know if anybody else will see it this way. And I love all these people to death, don't get me wrong. But my thought process is, like, you say you don't fear it. You don't fear anything. And you are, like, you're trying to fight any potential, like, rights of yours or others being taken away. Like, the initial thought, like, where your heart is for that, like, okay, that's fine. I get it. That, you're looking out for yourself and you're concerned about, other folks. Okay, fine, whatever. However, if you were truly, and I mean if you were truly not afraid of anything that's going on, why are you still spreading, these conspiracy theories that people are being, like, that, like, they're being driven to, like, fear, like, legitimate, like, they're afraid of, like, government takeover and enslavement and like, just, like, people are legitimately afraid. So, like, for all those conspiracy theorists who are like, go America, I'm going to fight for my country, blah 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 blah, like, are you sure that you're, like, not afraid, or are you, like, so lost in your own ignorance that, like, you can't see that you're actually spreading the same fear that you're claiming, like, so, like, mainstream media. There we go. Because that's another thing. Oh, the mainstream media is trying to scare us and blah blah blah. And, like, no, you're the one doing it. You're the one that's constantly sharing all these, like, fake ass documents or all these other theories from flat earthers and anti-vaxxers. Like, I mean, holy shit,
fucking
dude.
flat earthers.
Flat earthers have become so fucking normal in this whole thing.
Yeah, no, the the truth about what you're saying is honestly, I'm not a big religious person. You know that. Our listeners might not know that as much. It's not that I don't believe in religion or a higher power. I don't know what to believe, so I'm open to listening, but I haven't really decided anything.
Right, right.
I used to delete religious people off my Facebook on purpose, but they are more normal than the other people on my Facebook that are spewing this tinfoil hat bullshit.
Mm.
I'd rather listen to I woke up this morning, praise Jesus. He had nothing to do with you waking up, in my personal opinion. You opened your eyes. That was on you.
Right.
I'd rather listen to that than, oh my God, the government, Bill Gates and Pelosi and Fauci and shut the fuck. You sound like you're writing a terrible Batman comic book. Shut up. You're dumb. I'd rather listen to this bullshit like forced upon religious views than listen to your tinfoil hat of this supercomputer Zern and Men in Black and alien spaceships and shut up.
You know,
shut up.
These same people were also the same people who were trying to make a big stink out of, oh my God, the Arabs are coming to take over the U.S. and they're gonna bring Sharia law to our country, and like that ended, like I stopped hearing about a lot of that like 2018. And so it's like they attach themselves to one mass hysteria like topic, and they just move to the next and the next and the next.
That's all it is.
Yeah, because I remember the first one that I really took like notice to was like May, like it was like May 3rd, 2012 was supposed to be like this big biblical flood and like the end of the world and blah blah blah, and you know, Noah's Ark and two of every fucking animal, stupid shit. But like that whole thing happened around, you know, middle of the year 2012. That's the first time. And then when they got that wrong, they're like, oh, you know, this is supposed to happen in 2014.
Well, you know, you can take that back further. That was the year 2000, remember?
Y2K.
Yeah, Y2K. Guess what happened at 12:01? Life continued.
Right. I was still drinking. I was still...
It fucking continued. And in 2012, I was... dude, I don't remember who was in my life at that point, but there was somebody that I used to communicate with that was like, oh, it's the end of the world, blah, blah, blah. The Mayans, you know, they stopped writing the calendar. I was like, guess what? Maybe they fucking died. Maybe they got tired of writing 2012 years of calendar and said, you guys finish it. Like, come on, dude. 2012 happened. Guess what? We're still alive.
Yeah.
Nothing happened.
It came and went, and like they said, oh, 3G is going to be super destructive. It's going to be bad for your health. And look at it now. 3G can barely fucking connect anything. And so it's oh my God. It's conspiracy theorists blow my mind that they're so wrapped up into these like outlandish things, and unfortunately there really isn't any way to stop it. At least with flat earthers, at least they're one track. It doesn't matter if it's 2000 or if it's 2030. Like, it's going to be, hey guys, the earth is really fucking flat.
Whereas giant ice walls that protect us from falling off the edge,
and that turtle has really great balance because we haven't fell off that shell yet. Like, so...
Winter's coming.
So at least with flat earthers, we know what's coming. With these conspiracy theorists, like, we don't have any idea. Same thing with anti-vaxxers. Like, we don't know what bullshit they're going to start, like, kicking up dirt about next.
Can we just go back to Mandela effect? At least that was kind of interesting.
That is interesting. Like, that and talking about...
Can we go back to arguing about Bernstein Bears and fucking Jiffy peanut butter?
Yeah, and when Nelson Mandela actually died, or where he died.
Right. Like, can we go back to that?
Deja vu. What's, you know, tell some theories about deja vu. Fuck,
Oh,
let's. Okay.
I was gonna say I'm gonna get some hate for this, but can we go back to when kids were eating Tide Pods? The world was much easier back then.
You know what? You know what's going on? I'll tell you what's going on.
Those
The
kids
whole
survived the Tide Pods and grew up.
no, the rest of the people who didn't die from Tide Pods are the reason why this shit's happening now.
Oh man.
That the reason why we're getting the shit we're getting now is because they're the ones who survived, and they made it worse. Now we maybe you know what me as I know it's gonna sound a little bit dark, but now that I've kind of found like my own like little version of faith or whatever, this is this is what I'm hoping, and this is gonna sound dark, and I'm probably immediately citing my like pass to hell for this.
Probably. There goes our viewership. There goes ever getting famous. Go ahead, Hector. Let it go.
I hope they get coronavirus and die off. Because,
You know, I said that when Cuomo said his daughters were having their boyfriends over for dinner a couple weeks ago, and I was like, "Oh, please catch Corona! Please catch Corona!"
like I hope they vanish little by little because like they're really fucking shit up for the people who are easily persuadable and you know what? Here goes another one. Here goes another conspiracy theory that like I almost completely forgot and like I'm kicking myself in the ass for not remembering. Okay, remember what is it? HD 26. Do you remember what that is?
No, I don't. I don't think I do.
I
Not
think
by those terms.
I think it was labeled HD 26. Hold on a second. Actually, let me since I got fucking Google. I got Google open. Maybe it was HD or HB 26. The indefinite detaining of American citizens. Remember that whole thing?
Okay, I don't. Yeah, I don't remember it being called that. I remember what you're talking about, though. Yes.
And the how everybody was like, Obama's gonna, he's gonna enslave us. He's gonna put us in camps and tearing down WalMarts to make prisons for the American people. And
Which is
everybody,
again what's being talked about right now.
everybody swore up and down that Obama was gonna end up doing that. And once they couldn't pin that on Obama, the next thing came about, and suddenly this law was gone. Suddenly, this whole bill was not even talked about, and nobody made a stink about it.
Whoa. Okay, hold on, because I think I know what you're talking about. Was that the bill that Obama signed, or the people said that Obama signed, where if it came down to a like a pandemic or what is it? It came down to something serious like what's going on now, that Obama signed a bill stating that he could turn any neighborhood into a like a camp, and he could house you out of your houses into basically like a concentration camp in sorts.
Something similar to that, where they're like,
I
"Oh
remember
no,
that.
he's gonna make it happen," and NDAA. Sorry, it was the NDAA, is the Natural Defense Authorization Act, that was
Okay,
put
and
in
that
like
does that
2012.
also cover? Does that also, because I think I sort of remember this bill that also I believe covers something about when people were watching the military quote unquote training in public areas
Right.
with their military weapons and forces, and they were training to like getting people out of their houses or whatever, and people were like, oh yeah, they're going to take us out of our houses and put us in camps, and
Yes.
technically I think that's what the bill was, and I'm pretty sure he did sign it, but it didn't happen.
Right. Right. Well, and see that was under like a national emergency. That was like when it comes to a
Correct.
national emergency, that's when that would start happening because it's an indefinite detaining, because of the fact that we have to be moved to a place where we can be protected and surveillance done, while things, obviously while any conflict was happening. But people were taking this like, oh, he's gonna take our internet away. He's gonna spy on all of us. He's gonna take us from our homes and throw us in a fucking Walmart. But look where they're still going right now. So
spying on you mean these devices right here that we all have
that we
for
all
anyone that
carry.
can't see, obviously, I'm talking about a cell phone that we all clearly know we are being recorded and tracked with cell phones, whether it's for the purpose you believe it is or not. There is something, some website, something attaching to the data you're looking up. The government is tracking us and what we're doing, whether if it's just our sales or who our fucking favorite drug dealer is. They are tracking us, period.
Yeah.
They've always been tracking us.
Yeah, but yet these things these days, this is the next flavor of the week. It's literally, that's what that is. It's this whole Corona thing and conspiracy, and I'm surprised 5G slowed down because I stopped hearing a lot about 5G. I stopped hearing as much.
Everyone was blaming it on 5G. And don't get me wrong, the reports that were coming out, some of it did seem semi-believable. Okay, if your body is being introduced to a new wavelength, you could get sick. Your body is made up of, what is it, like 72% water or some shit
it's like
that.
70, 73, somewhere in between there.
I don't know the exact numbers. Someone's gonna roast the shit out of me because I don't know that it's 72 and 1/9 or whatever. I don't give a shit. We're made up of water. Water is a conductor. Like, yes, if electrical currents are being changed around you, it does make sense that maybe your body might react differently.
Right.
To the fact that people are dying in mass numbers because of a stronger internet, I doubt. But some of the reports did make sense to, like, people feeling different or feeling weaker or headaches, stuff like that. Yeah, I could totally understand because not every body works the same.
Right, exactly.
So it's just like a vaccine or medication. You're not going to react, your body will not react to what you're putting in it the same way as the next person.
Right.
So yeah, some of it was very believable information where I was like, oh, well, that kind of makes sense. But this person jumped off the fucking Grand Canyon with it and was like, nope, that's Corona right there. Bill Gates did it. He was in. No. How about maybe I just threw up one day? Maybe I just got a little sick. I got a headache. Maybe, I don't know, just something simple happened. Right. And you're like, nope, that's Corona. Nope, it's because of 5G. It was Corona because we want to implement 5G in everyone's household. And no, you're dumb. Stop it. Stop spreading that shit.
Hell, if you want to give me 5G, give me fucking 5G. I'll take it.
I mean, honestly, maybe it's me because I'm a fucked up person, or maybe it's my generation because we are kind of fucked up at some point. Dude, I'm okay with getting a chip in my body. You know how awesome that would be if I went to the store and I had to just like fucking swipe my arm and be like, oh, look, it's paid for. I ain't got to worry about shit. I forgot my card at home, or I forgot my phone in the car. I'm okay with that shit, dude.
Here goes the next conspiracy theory that I've been hearing people complain about that, even with that. I don't want to be, and okay, actually, we already touched that based on this small part about, oh, I don't want to be tracked. I don't want to be tracked. You got your fucking cell phone. Shut up. But the other thing on top of that is, oh, what if someone hacks the chip? What if someone gets into the system and starts doing this and that? They can pin anything on you. What if they can upload a virus? Upload a digital fucking virus to a microchip. How is that going to affect you?
Chipped. Wait, bro, let's look at the positive here, okay? Look at the positive, all right? Let's say we're still going on through the Corona, things are lonely, maybe you don't have your special friend to Netflix and chill with, so maybe you're masturbating a lot, right? No, hold on. Take this ride with me, Hector, okay? Take this ride.
The fact that you said Pornhub or Netflix and chill and then said ride with you.
I did not say Pornhub. I don't know where your mind is going, but it sounds like past experiences.
Pornhub.
Take this take this journey with me, okay? You're lonely, you're masturbating a lot,
This was an hour ago.
This is this is my day now. This is what I do. I wake up, I eat a sandwich, I beat off, or whatever. You flick
At
your
the
beat,
same
whatever
time,
you got to do.
whatever.
Let's say we get the chip implemented, we get it planted in us, bro. If somebody hacked me, that's like someone else beating me off. They can move my arm for me. They can hack and.
That's not how this works. We are not bionic people.
But we
This is not how
could
that
be.
works.
This is the future that you're keeping from me. This is the future that you're trying to deny me.
You know what? I tell you what. We need to find a place that they're going to do anti-vaccination protests, and we need to counter-protest the protest. And we need signs. One of us will hold, we want to get microchipped, and then the other one is say, so everyone else can masturbate for me. Like, we have to counter-protest.
You want us to protest? They're protesting. What are you guys protesting? You're protesting? Yeah, no, what are you protesting? Your protest.
Yeah, we're protesting your protest because we want to be microchipped. We want to be remotely masturbated.
What if they do a sit-in? Does that mean we stand around them?
Yes, that's right. So you guys are doing a sit-in. We're protesting with a stand-in, and they hold signs. We hold signs.
Wait, but if we're countering, what if we make them hold our signs?
So, hi, sir. We're here to counter-protest your protest. Here, I tell you what. You hold our signs, and we'll hold yours.
Oh man, bro, this is awesome. These are some good ideas for YouTube videos, man.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm down. What I will say is, am I a greedy person? Not so much.
No, I don't
But
think so.
I like free money. I heard, because everyone's talking about the next stimulus round of checks, and the people can't live off of what was already sent to them if they got it, or even if they're on unemployment and they're receiving it, families still can't live off of it. So what I heard, maybe it was last night, I guess, I'm not a huge fan of Biden. Or, no, was it Joe Biden?
Wait, well, wait.
No, it wasn't Joe Biden. It was who's the old fuck? He's a senior Senate.
Are you talking about John Kerry?
No, it wasn't Kerry. Oh man, I can't
Bernie
remember.
Sanders?
Maybe it was Sanders. I honestly, I don't know my facts that well, but there was 3 senior Senate. I keep wanting to say senior citizens. I guess Bernie is a senior citizen. There was 3 senior senates that brought upon a bill that Congress has to look at very soon. They have to look at it. That was brought about last night or yesterday at some point. They want to the bill describes something around. They want to give every citizen $2,000 a month. For up to 3 months after this has been declared over. But the difference in this bill that I heard was $2,000 a month and $2,000 per child. Every month.
Okay, I heard something similar to that.
Until 3 months after. Now, what I heard originally a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago is one of the ideas was $2,000 a month, or $2,000 and then $1,000 a month for 6 to 12 months. I also heard $1,200 check and then $1,000 a month for every person for 6 to 12 months. I've also heard, the same thing, $2,000 a month, $500 per kid.
That's the one that I heard.
For 6 to 12 months.
Yeah.
Now, personally, I don't think that's going to happen. What I think might possibly happen, I've said this when we got our first stimulus check, there will be another stimulus check, period. And the reason why I say that is because even if this shit was all over and done with tomorrow, all companies opened up tomorrow, we don't have any money to walk into these stores to spend to keep these stores alive. Not
Right.
just mom and pop shops, but big box retailers that are therefore paying the government. The government, what do they love? They love money.
Right.
They can't get money if we can't give money.
Right.
So I don't think they're gonna do 2,000 a month for 6 to 12. What I honestly think they're gonna do is I think they're gonna take this, like you said earlier, they would probably take it 2 months at a time. They would probably say, okay, you know what? Maybe not 2,000, maybe another $1,200 check for 2 months. And then we review it again. Okay, do we need to keep giving money? What does it look like? Is food back in supply? Are farms good? Are businesses running? What's going on? How
Right.
much money do we actually need to keep handing out? Because
Right.
they're not going to keep handing out money that doesn't need to be there.
Right.
So I foresee sometime in the near future, because it is coming up to where it's a big gap now between the money. We don't have rent being excused. Landlords don't have their property taxes being excused. Businesses are not being able to stay open. There, strongly feel, I strongly feel there's another check sometime soon. There has
Okay.
to be.
Ooh, yeah, I mean, however they plan on doing it, I think um, another stimulus would help a little bit more, just to, I guess, to keep the economy at least coasting.
Right, right. Because they're talking unemployment rates. We are starting to show like Great Depression era
Yes.
rates.
Yeah.
And I've said this to other people, and they're like, "Oh, things will balance out." But my other thing that I wanted to bring up is, okay, Walmart, Family Dollar, Dollar General, everybody is hiring like hundreds of thousands of people right now to take these extra jobs. What happens when we're done, we're clear, we're good, Corona's gone? All of those people are now going to get laid off again because they were working extra shifts that never existed
Mm.
because of Corona. Like people manning doors at Walmart, extra security, people spraying sanitizer on shopping carts. Those jobs are going to go away. So now we're going to be in a robust of unemployment again because these people did just have a job and now they don't because the jobs aren't needed anymore.
Right. Right. Yeah. That's I can see that being super fucking possible. Like, how are you going to get around that when it comes about? Like, how are you going to deal with that?
hmm it's definitely going to be tough times, and the shitty thing is political views aside, no matter who gets into office, whether Trump gets another term or we get fucking some other new president, they're going to be in the same situation of what most of our presidents have every time they start, is digging us out of a hole.
Yeah.
I can't
Yep.
remember a president like starting at like even playing field. No
Right.
matter who is going to take over presidency, they're going to have to try to dig us out of a hole.
Yeah. There's always going to be some issue that we're trying to correct or reverse that the next president will ultimately inherit from the other.
Yeah. No matter what. And even like, if you like Trump, you don't. You liked Obama, you don't. Even if you just look at our past two presidents, even though they had different views on stuff, they were both in the same boat. They had to dig us out of something, try to repair what the last person did, or try to convert us over to a different way of doing it. But they still didn't really get to be a president. It was cleaning up after your child
Right.
because of the mess they made, or
Right.
the mess you think they made. So like no one has really had a clear shot of trying to make things better.
Right. It's almost like the president is the parent, and they're constantly having to clean after the government, the child.
hmm Yeah, yeah,
It's
for
it's
sure. No
it's
matter what
like
their views are.
yeah, it's like And that's actually a really good fucking analogy, because if you want to take that a step further, like compare that to an actual parent and a child. The child who gets their way, who's
Mm-hmm.
spoiled fucking rotten, that
Mm-hmm.
will break down and create hell and havoc when things don't go the way they want.
Yep.
And the parent doesn't have any control because the parent is too busy trying to clean up the shit that they started.
Yep.
While that child is still coming up with problems and making issues.
Hey,
And
while
so,
you were cleaning that up, I made 6 more messes in the kitchen.
yeah,
Have fun.
yeah. Thanks for cleaning up the bathroom with all the shit that I spilled. By the way, you might want to check the kitchen. Like, so like that's kind of like the concept is like one person is like, all right, I finally kind of got a hang on things. Oh shit, here's the next thing. Oh fuck, now they're voting me out. Hey, what's up, next president? So I took care of this. But there's this thing here. Good luck, have fun. And so like
It's just like a post-it on the fridge. Like, here's what we
I
can
owe
get
you.
to. The
It's a revolving door, man. You fix one fucking problem, and once you get to the other side of that door, there's another issue that you got to bring back around. And it's just it's a constant cycle, and it the government is just doing. I mean, not to say that the president doesn't have any kind of control, but the government is also still doing shit behind closed doors that nobody knows about.
yeah.
And they're just creating a prolonged problem. And I think this is not to defend them, but I think this is where conspiracy theorists may have it right, that that like with so much shit and so much power that they do have, they could potentially cause anything to happen almost. And it's unless we know what's going on, and unless we know how to counter these events or these activities, like they have a very unsurmountable amount of power, but the president can only do so much of it.
That's why, man, I'm hoping Elon Musk finds a way to make Mars breathable, because I'm ready. Let's go.
Do you know how much it would
Let's
cost to
go.
be one of those people to leave?
I don't give a shit, dude. I don't look. Everyone's target is Bill Gates. If I rob his ass, ain't nobody gonna be sad.
Like, bro, I just need you to give me $250,000. That's it, man.
I don't even. I mean, fuck it. I don't even need that. He could just use his pull and just get me on.
Right?
Just
Yeah,
shit me there, dude.
just. I don't need money from you. Just write me a post-it fucking note that says, "Hey, Elon, this guy's good. Take him." Like,
Yeah. Or
it's
I could
just
just like go to Walmart and buy a speak and spell and get in a wheelchair and say, "Hi, I'm Stephen Hawking." Hopefully, I'll fucking
what?
I'll get to Mars. The speak and spells. How he used to sound.
No, right. My name is Joe Snow.
Yeah, it's like one of those old Fisher Price recorders. Like somebody threw it in a pool or something and tried to record you.
Let me in, bitch.
No, that was
Let
Kane.
let
Very weird in the
let's
90s.
go to Mars.
Man, I mean, at this point, I'm ready, man. Let's go. Let's sneak into the. I don't think it's in the Oval Office. Whatever secret bunker the president has, let's go press that red button and fucking hop on a goddamn rocket.
I tell people,
I'm ready.
listen, at any point, and I mean at any point, that fucking comet can hit the planet. Like, at any point.
We're not that lucky, Hector. We're not that. We're not that lucky. Look, I just got excited the other day. I found out that we have a black hole close to Earth, and I was like, yes! And then I heard that it's not close enough to affect anything, and I'm like, motherfucker, of course
For now,
not.
anyway. For now.
It apparently is only doing enough to where we can see 2 stars outside of our solar system. That's all that black hole is causing. We can see
Yeah.
2 stars that are not part of our solar system. And I'm like, motherfucker, you mean I gotta die before good news happens?
That comment, man. I'm still betting money on that comment, man. Because then I want to see the news
I don't.
conference of Trump coming in. This is my comment, and it's fantastic. It's one of the best comets that are ever gonna hit the planet. You're welcome. No Mexicans.
Well, I
No nobody at this point.
I hope a comet would hit, but we're not that lucky, man. We're not that lucky. We are here and we're fucking stuck with humanity that has heard about a pandemic and buys fucking toilet paper. We are screwed.
Aliens are flying by, pointing, going.
I hope God. Yeah, you know what? That's why aliens haven't resurfaced. They're like, you know what? We gave them all this technology and they fucking buy toilet paper.
Yeah.
They're like, no, we're not wasting our time with them.
Yeah, they no longer visit. They're getting word back from the lizard people like, these guys are fucked.
Yeah, and like, you know what? They're gonna kill each other off. They're look, turn off that experiment that you created millions of years ago. Okay, we failed with the dinosaurs. We failed with humans. Let's just let it die.
Stop sending radio waves. They're stupid.
Yeah, exactly. It's I don't know, man. It's a new world. What I will say though is the world is cleaning itself up.
Oh yeah, environmentally. Oh my god,
the
yes.
fucking ozone, dude. We've closed our biggest hole we had in the ozone.
Yeah.
It has repaired itself. Not only that, okay, let's talk about on a smaller scale.
Yeah.
Not the world, but we as people have found out that we can cope with these things. We are starting to do book clubs online. We are becoming like closer together as families. I can't remember the last time that I like sat down and like played a board game with somebody. I'm like usually like, no, fuck you. Like I'll watch something on my phone. But like people are coming together and spending time and caring about each other and showing fucking human emotions.
Yeah.
It is scary that we had to possibly have a sneezing STD hit our planet to where we had to learn what is important.
I've contracted the cockrona.
Yeah, exactly. It's just I don't understand. When it gets so bad and you have to remind people to wash their fucking hands. Like, did you touch your dick when you took a piss? Yeah, you might want to wash your hands, buddy. That's disgusting.
Yeah, sorry, I got a small dick. I need to hold it. I don't just let it hold. I don't let it flop around like a fire hose.
Like, dude, I don't. I hope for this comet to hit. Sometimes I wake up and I look outside and be like, fuck.
Fuck, it's not there yet.
Like, dude, you don't understand, man.
Scream up into the sky, bro, you're late.
But like, why won't you take me?
God, if you're real, throw me a comet, please.
God, if you're real, please blow on it at like 2 inches to the left. Just guide it in the right direction.
Now that you said God and you said blow in the same sentence, did you see the remix, the little funny remix music that they did of that really fucking demonic looking possessed pastor, the evangelist?
No.
Oh my god, hold on a second. I'm trying to think of what the fuck his name. John. Oh god, hold on. Let's see.
John Candy, John Goodman.
Popular evangelist. What's his fucking name?
John Wick.
No, hold on a second. And I'm probably like way off on the name, but hold on a second. I'm looking at the list here.
John and Kate plus 8.
Actually, I enjoyed that show. Actually.
Oh god, bro, you need something else to do with your free time. Man.
No, are you, dude? This was years ago. This wasn't anything recent.
Sorry. Look, as long as you don't watch no Carol Baskin, I think we'll be all right.
Oh, fuck no.
Did you hear that they're gonna be recreating
Kenneth Copeland? There you go.
I've never heard of that, but hold on, pause that for 2 seconds. Did you hear that they're doing a fucking TV series based on the goddamn Netflix show of the tiger fuck?
And they want to have well, people are petitioning to have Seth Green or not Seth Green. Oh my god, David Spade or the guy from Reno 911 to play
God, no,
Joe
stop.
Exotic.
No. Nobody should be signing up for it. Let that shit die.
Yeah.
Let that shit die.
No, I agree. I agree. I agree.
All right, back to the important. Who's this John person?
Kenneth Copeland is
Kenneth Copeland. That wasn't even close to John.
Nah, whatever. So he's a real. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up his picture. You'll know him as soon as you see him. Hold on. Oh, I would share this with you really fast. I mean, I know people can't see it, but you're gonna see exactly what I'm talking about.
Hide your porn tabs.
This dude.
Hold on. It's still it's floating. Okay, it says you started sharing, but oh,
this
that's
dude.
the fucker that said Pokemon are demonic because
Yes.
they're called Pocket Monster. Okay, that guy.
Yes, yeah. So
Yeah.
Kenneth Copeland, he did this thing on coronavirus where he was like COVID-19. He waits for a second and he goes, ow, and then he goes, ow, blow the wind of God. And then he's like talking about like how he commands that like it's gonna be destroyed and never to be seen again. So someone went in and took that whole monologue thing that he did, and made it into like this like club banger.
Well, let's use club banger loosely, sir. Let's use that term loosely.
Hold on. Let me see if I can bring this up.
I don't know, dude. Baby Shark was turned into a club banger. All right, we gotta have some standards here. All right.
Hold on,
this
man.
guy is claiming he's gonna blow the corona out of you. is that what you're saying? He's gonna blow the corona out of you. Maybe it is a sexually transmitted disease.
Yeah, it like when I saw it, I was like, "You got to be kidding me, man!" Hold on.
This nut job thought Pokemon were demonic, and now he's gonna blow the corona out of you.
Hold on, let me see if I can turn it on here.
What a guy!
The wind of God on you. Wind.
Do you hear it?
Heat. Burn this thing.
No.
COVID-19.
Hold on a second. Yo, it's gonna be so fucking funny. I'm gonna pull up to the point that I need to pull it up to. Oh, no, this wasn't it. Oh, shit, hold on a second. It's so fucking funny.
Dropping the ball, Hector.
We just got into it. Shut the fuck up.
Dropping the ball. What is this? Hold on.
You like dropping balls.
I'll fucking just look it up on YouTube. I'm sure I'll find it faster.
I'm looking up on YouTube.
Well, I don't trust you.
Thanks a lot, you fucking dick. I'll let you know what it is, because I'm going to find it for you.
COVID-19 remix? Wind of God? Oh, I got an ad. Hold on. We talking about this?
Then sang Moses, and the children of Israel this song.
I think so. Hold on. Yeah, keep playing it. Yes. COVID-19. Oh, blow. The wind of God.
And he smiles.
From the state of Washington to the state of Maine to Brownsville, Texas, and the Temple Park. Today, please speak to this atmosphere. Today, burn this thing. This virus hates heat. You just burn this thing. Burn. I call for a supernatural heat wave
Wait. So not only is this dude gonna blow corona out of you, he's calling for a supernatural heat wave. This dude's the heat miser now? He's just gonna create this supernatural heat wave?
Yo, right when you said like blow and like God, and I was just like, bro, like this is a great time to put a plug for this amazing
man.
work of art.
Look, Hector, we're supposed to like plug our stuff, like useful stuff, not this trash of I don't even know if this is TikTok worthy content.
Come on.
No, I mean I've
Come
seen some
on.
pretty bad TikTok content. I don't know. I'm gonna say it still kind of beats whatever this shit is. This looks like it wouldn't even end up on an episode of Tosh.0.
Listen, this is TikTok is where I originally found the video.
Well, then maybe
COVID-19.
it sounds like I don't understand
COVID-19.
the low standards that they have set for that app now.
I'll blow the wind of God.
Man, I should make that my ringtone.
Yo, if I could, I would. I need to find a way to record that so I can see if I can get it to work, or have it be
I'm gonna see
like
if it's on
my.
fucking app
I'm gonna make it
now.
my wake up alarm.
COVID-19.
COVID-19.
You're gonna wake up to that.
Burn.
It's gotta be. Hold on. It's gotta be a ringtone by now.
Yeah, I wouldn't even know where to start looking.
27 ringtones. Is this it? Whoa, Copeland. Hold on.
Oh, jeez.
It's a ringtone. It's a ringtone.
The wind of God.
I'm telling you right now, this is gonna be your ringtone. I mean,
Yo,
you never
that's
call
funny.
me anyways. You always Facebook me, but this is gonna be your ringtone. That is wow. I can't believe I actually, within 2 seconds, found the ringtone of this video I've never heard of this Pokemon are the devil reject.
Did you legitimately make that my ringtone?
I'm making your ringtone right now. Hold on.
Oh my god. I thought you were joking.
Nope.
He's like, no, nope. In fact, sir, quite the contrary.
Sure not, buddy.
That's so fucking funny.
Do-do-do-do-do. Ringtone. It is no longer default. Let's open up the app. And yep. That is now set as your ringtone when you call me.
That's funny.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're calling? Oh. My phone thinks it's still on vibrate. Hold on.
Aw, I was gonna surprise you with
My
a phone
bad.
call.
No, I already knew you were going to call. Go ahead, call again.
I'm gonna start calling you at some random ass times of the day. You know that now, right?
That's okay. People are gonna be like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, don't worry about it. It's my YouTube partner. He's gonna blow
The wind of God.
I'll
Oh
review.
my god. Oh my god. Yes. Fucking fantastic. I'm gonna make that the theme music to our channel now.
Yeah, I don't think we should do that.
No, why not? Come on.
No.
We'll blow the wind of God.
I think I'd rather have Carol Baskin
No.
killed her husband, whacked him.
Nope.
Can't convince me that it didn't happen.
Can't convince me that it's gonna happen.
Fed her husband, the tigers they snacking. Carol Baskin.
What's happening?
What's happening?
Oh my god.
I mean, that's a more creative song than whatever the fuck
What?
you just had me listen to.
That was more creative than taking
Yeah,
this.
they took an already made song, just changed the words, and it happened to actually make sense, be funny, and actually go together. That is just like some dude spewing some random speech of how he's the heat miser
No.
and he's gonna control the weather and fucking
No.
blow a virus out of your body.
No. The creativity that went into breaking apart this fucking
I'm gonna blow
dude's
COVID and you all the way to China.
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 China. No. Just no, sir.
Carol Baskin.
You know, for someone who doesn't like the show,
I don't.
you are
I've never seen the
definitely neither have I, but you're definitely
I know
a
the
fan.
song though, because I used to spend a shit ton of time on TikTok. Now, man,
No.
I spend a shit ton of time fucking sleeping.
Dealing with the game, I'm sure you have to.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was just talking last night with a few buddies of mine on Xbox, and I'm like, dude, I have 333 games on my Xbox. I've played maybe 8 of them. Like, I should probably, like, start investing some time in some games that I've never played. Like, I seen the trailer for the new Assassin's Creed,
Yeah.
and let me tell you, I did spend half of my stimulus. I have 600 still saved up to buy that new Xbox. I'm getting that Assassin's Creed game.
Bro,
And I'm like, fuck,
that shit
I've
looks
got 5
amazing.
Assassin's Creed games I've never played that I own. I've just never played them.
Yeah.
I have Rogue, Unity, Syndicate, Odyssey, and Origins. Never played any of them, and I'm like, dude, I should probably, I should probably play them.
Right.
But like, dude, like every day, just like I told you about, like I'm gonna start doing some TikTok videos, dude. I get in the mood and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do it, and then I get done teaching him, and I'm like, tomorrow, today I'm gonna sleep.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, it's like when you do your what is that shit for the New Year's that people never do?
Resolutions?
Yeah, your bullshit resolution. I'm gonna lose weight and work out more this year. And then you're like, well, I mean, it's already a Wednesday. I'll start Monday. No, you're not. No,
Right.
no, you're not.
Right.
That's how it's turned into for me. Is I usually end up just like turning on Netflix or Hulu or Disney Plus and just fucking pass out in my recliner. I just turn it on and I sleep.
This is a comfy ass recliner though.
It is a comfy recliner.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Dude, sometimes I don't even know that I was sleeping. I'll fucking wake up, like, I wake myself up from snoring or fucking drool's dripping down my cheek because I fall asleep, like, sideways. Like, my head's cocked sideways. And I'm like, when the fuck did I go to sleep? Dude, I was just watching this.
Mysteriously, hours have passed. Like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah. It's crazy, man. I'm like, when did I fall asleep? I don't remember that.
Maybe it's because of the wind of God.
Maybe the wind of God has blown COVID-19 into my recliner.
Oh shit.
I don't even know.
All right. So what else is on the menu, sir?
I'll tell you what's not on the menu. I went to Wendy's the other day.
What's not on the menu?
They apparently took away the double stack off their menu.
Oh.
But it didn't make any sense to me because the double stack burger patty is the same patty they use for a junior cheeseburger or a kid's meal. But they're still on the menu. And I'm like, wait, what? I can't have this in this form, but I can order the same thing in a different form. Made no sense. I mean, they took salads off the menu too. And I mean, I guess that makes sense. They're probably not getting any delivered because it's pre-made salads when it gets to them.
Yeah.
So, like, that makes sense. But you're taking off the size of a burger patty that I can get in a different way. It's the same patty.
Right.
So, yeah, weird shit like that. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? It's like if I go to Taco Bell and they're like, well, you can't have lettuce in your taco, but if you want it in your Crunch Wrap, we can do that for you.
So many innuendos there.
Oh.
No lettuce in your Crunch Wrap. Which, speaking of which, last night I had the worst craving for Taco Bell. And now that we're talking about this again, now I'm having another fucking craving for Taco Bell. I wasn't able to get Taco Bell yesterday, and I want to get Taco Bell today. I want Taco Bell.
So go get it. May I suggest the new one that's on our way to the Haunt? That one is superb.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I remember going there
You
once.
can tell that everybody that works there is white, and they love their job. They do not skimp on the meat. They do not, nothing. They do not take any shortcuts. My soft tacos, you know how like you go to a regular Taco Bell, and your wrapper is stuck to the taco because it's still wet.
Right, yeah, it's still moist, so it like
They didn't dry their hands off when they got your lettuce out of the container. They just slopped it on there and wrapped it up.
Right.
No, not this one. This one, they go by the strict rules still. And you can tell they're a new one because they're trying to keep their jobs, and they're like, I care about this job. They're perfect. I love them. They are good.
I might have to then. I'll have
they
to
are really good.
Put an online
order. And I asked
order.
for sauce. I asked for sauce when I went to the drive-thru, and they actually gave me like 2 handfuls of sauce. Normally, you go and you order 12 items, and they give you 2 sauces.
Yeah.
No.
Interesting.
These people, they actually give you enough amount of sauce. I had extra sauce left over, and I was like, holy shit.
Huh. I might have to do that, man, because I'm craving fucking tacos.
Fuck yeah, dude. It's definitely good. It's where it's at. It's where it be at, boy.
And where it be at.
Fuck yeah.
Ugh. All right, well, we're at an hour and a half. What do you want to do?
I don't know. I mean, that might be a good time to call it right there.
Yeah, no, I mean, I was going to say, unless you had anything else.
Not really. Not really. No.
All right, sir. Well, sounds good. We're going to go ahead and wrap that up here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to the return of the Abstract Podcast here on YouTube. Thank you, Joe, for tuning back in.
Of Corona Watch.
And yeah, so, same old, we'll be back.
I'm going to end this podcast like I started it. Fuck Cuomo.
There you go. Great place to end it. So leave your likes, comments, shares, leave your ideas down in the chat below. And definitely tune in next week, or, just play us in the background so you have some background noise. All right, y'all have a great week, and we'll see you next week.